Welcome, Star Wars fans, to another Order 66 video. Today,
starting to hide on this one.
Yeah, we are. Today is another feature of Know Your Toy, and we're going to go over various Darth Vader action figures today.
Since it is Star Wars Day, and Star Wars is basically the story of the Skywalkers, starting with Anakin.
And what an awesome character he is. Darth Vader is my second favorite, most Star Wars character. What? I know he's not my favorite. Sorry to those of you who are upset by that. My favorite character is Thrawn, but I do love Vader. Vader has always been one of my most favorite Star Wars characters. So, if you look from our wide assortment, you'll see that we have Anakin Skywalker all the way from little young Annie from Episode 1. If you're offended by that, then I don't really care. I like it. I think Phantom Menace still has its place in the saga.
It's okay, Bobby. You're allowed to be wrong.
No, it's not wrong. He's awesome. We also have Jedi Training, young Anakin from our vintage collection. Then we have Padawan Anakin from Obi-Wan for Episode 2. Next we have Episode 3 Anakin and Burnt Anakin. And then I also have some Power of the Force Darth Vaders.
This is probably my favorite Star Wars figure.
Right next to Pre-Cyborg Grievous.
Yeah, it's one of them too.
Mm-hmm. Pre-Cyborg Grievous is pretty awesome. I really like that figure too. And then we also have some Power of the Force. Now, there's a couple differences between this one right here. You'll notice the bubble is a little bit
It's
longer.
hard to tell with the...
But that's because the lightsabers were much longer at first.
So the story behind that is the original wave. You might hear people talking about long saber, short saber when they talk about Power of the Force. Basically what it was is the first wave of lightsaber users that came out in 95, the lightsabers were much longer, that much longer. They decided, hey, we can basically make 3 lightsabers for free if we just cut off an inch of the lightsaber, and that'll be that. Nobody will really care, blah blah blah. Nobody did care. But rare variant is what they call a transition tray, because they started making the lightsaber smaller, but the inner bubble that the figure sits in and where the lightsaber sits, they had already made lots and lots and lots of those. So transition tray is where we're transitioning from one type of lightsaber to another. What else we got?
And additionally, you'll see we have one of my other favorite Darth Vader action figures, which is the Ralph McQuarrie concept Vader figure from the 30th anniversary toy line. Very cool. He's got a couple of alternate helmets because there were multiple designs. He features a blue lightsaber, and it's a much wider hilt than your standard lightsaber hilt. It's a little bit different. He also comes with a blaster. What? Vader with a blaster.
What's a blaster?
You can't really see it very well, but his holster is on his right leg. It's kind of under his cape right now. It's pretty hard to see in here. Next, I also have a vintage collection, Emperor's Wrath, Darth Vader. He's all electrified up. I have a Force Awakens card, Darth Vader figure, because, you know, it's a Star Wars toy line. They got to have Darth Vader in it, right? And then I even have Rebels Darth Vader, which, hey, that looks familiar. Well, that's the Ralph McQuarrie concept design for Darth Vader, and a lot of the designs for the show were based off of Ralph McQuarrie's concepts.
Including Zeb.
Including Garazeb. He was actually originally a concept design for Chewbacca.
Yep. And there's
But
the concept IG-88 is in there. Concept.
Which is IGRM. And we do have IGRM in stock with Vizago in our Rebels toy line. He's part of a little 2-pack.
Cool.
It's pretty cool.
Another fun fact about IG-88. Bonus fact. His head was the coffee maker in the bar in the first movie.
Yeah, in the cantina.
Yeah.
Yep. He was
pretty
in the
awesome.
background. We also have a couple other figures that we might have passed by. We have Force Ghost Anakin from 30th anniversary. Some of you may
Some people love this idea. Some people hate it.
Some people hate it. So just in case, we also have the other old Anakin.
Another fun fact: Sebastian Shaw, the gentleman that played that, the forgotten Darth Vader, forgotten Anakin, his autograph is like one of the most valuable autographs in Star Wars.
Really?
Like one of the top 3.
Isn't that crazy?
Like it's probably him, Jack Purvis, and what's the dude's name? He was the bartender. I think his character's name is Werher, something like that. W-U-H-E-R,
Yeah,
something like that.
Weird like that. And there are a few figures of him too, but they're...
I think there's one. There might be one.
Is there more than one?
There might be
is there
more
not
than
more
one.
than one?
Whose autograph is for?
Sebastian Shaw.
Now, another awesome cool figure I have over here is from a comic pack, which features Princess Leia and Vader in his white armor. Now, you're probably thinking Vader never had white armor, and you would be right and wrong at the same time.
This is from the Infinity storyline, which is basically...
It's where instead of just Luke going to the Death Star, both Leia and Luke end up going to the Death Star, and instead of Vader dying at the end, he ends up joining the rebellion, and I believe the Emperor also survives that encounter and escapes. I don't really remember, though, for sure. It's been a long time since I've read that.
What's up, Chad?
Also, for 3 3/4, I have this really cool Star Wars 500th figure, Empire Strikes Back, Meditation Chamber Vader, and of course you've got this little doohickey where you can raise and lower his helmet. I think that's really cool.
Do you know what the 100th figure was?
I believe it was...
It was a Farm Boy Luke, modern Farm Boy Luke.
Was it Farm Boy Luke?
Do you know what the 300th figure was?
That was probably Boba Fett, right? Was that Boba Fett?
No, 300 was,
Yeah, it's Boba
3...
Fett.
Are you sure? Then it's 250 is Mara Jade. Oh, there you go.
There he is.
250 is Mara Jade then.
And then, of course, we have other scaled figures, too.
Hi, Heather.
We have some Black Series here. So here's the first blue card Black Series Vader. And fun fact, in case you didn't know, like I didn't like a week ago, his helmet is removable in all 3 pieces. So you can take off the dome, you can take off the front mask. They're 2 separate pieces. And then you've got, old beaten up Vader under the mask. And that is really cool. Really love that. I got excited. Instantly had to get it. You can ask Josh right here. I drove him crazy trying to get a hold of that Vader for myself. Next, we got the 40th anniversary Vader.
And there's a lot of fun information about this one.
Where's
the... Hey, can one of y'all grab the variant 40th anniversary ones? The variant of the 40th anniversary?
Do you know what the variant is? Okay.
So... We're going to get some visual aids here in a second, but you
that
can kind of
one's
tell.
red, right?
Yeah,
that's the red one.
This is the red eyes. And then there's black eyes and brown eyes.
I don't know if we have any of the black eyes ones. I know we have some of the brown eyes ones. And then also, another fun fact, the number 43 Black Series Vader that was released on red card is just a repack of the brown-eyed version of this Vader right here. And then, of course...
Hey, Steve, what's up, man?
There was also the exclusive Emperor's Wrath Vader.
Exclusive.
And his helmet is all translucent and electrified. You can kind of see his skull right here, and then on the back, you can see the back of the Vader's head if you look really good in there. And then there's also some lightning effects inside the helmet as well. Really, really cool Vader. I've got one on my shelf, and there's another really cool feature. His hand comes off right here. There's a little peg right here. We got red eyes. And then you can see some wiring effect right there at his wrist, which is really, really cool.
I did not know that his hand came off.
Yep. Really neat feature, and of course he holds a saber. Now, between the 3 different versions of Vader, the 3 main versions, variants aside, I like these 2 Vader figures more than this one. This is still a good Vader figure. However, the lightsaber from this Vader is much better than the lightsabers from those other 2. They're a little bit shorter. The hilt is a little bit smaller and less detailed than this one. And so, personally, I like this one This one's for his lightsaber.
What's also the newest?
It is the newest. But I
Here's
think
the,
I think the other two have more features than this one because it's just vanilla Vader. He can't really take his helmet off or his hand. You know, I wish you could do more with it than you can.
So this is brown eye Vader compared to red eye. There's a pretty significant difference there, and this actually came in the same package. This one just was loose, not off the card or anything, but somebody opened it. Somebody opened one of these so that they could build the vanilla Vader. Somebody opened one of these so they could build the stand for the rest of the 40th anniversary. But yeah, that's how it came originally.
And then, of course, we also have some other toys and things for Vader. For example, there's also a 6-inch scale, but we brought the bigger scale Disney Elite Vader. We have those here at Order 66 Toys. These are pretty cool. If you like die-cast figures, I recommend them. This figure right here is not die-cast, but the 6-inch ones are.
Real quick.
What's that?
I did not know until recently.
What?
They're doing a 35th anniversary celebration right now for Return of the Jedi.
Really?
And today, May the 4th, a maskless or a removable helmet Vader Elite came out. I was at Disney this morning and saw them.
Oh, okay. See, I knew the new maskless Disney Elite Vader was coming out, but I didn't know it was for something special like that. That's really cool.
Because they released a bunch of swag and, you know, purses and shirts and stuff like that.
That's awesome. That's really awesome.
What else do we got?
We also have the cool Toys R Us big electronic Vader right here. We had him loose, so I figured I'd show him off. His lightsaber lights up. He'll swing it around and stuff when you push some buttons. I don't think I have any batteries in this one right now, so I can't really show those off. But he talks and stuff too, I believe. It's a pretty cool Vader. We also have his...
See Bryson back here getting our...
Look at him
getting our eBay game.
Doing work. Look at him. Right here we have Darth Vader with his TIE Advanced. I just threw a random 3 3/4 Vader from our loose figures, but as you can see, you can put a Vader figure in here. This is the Power of the Force TIE Advanced for Darth Vader. If you want to know more information about that, well, check out our TIE Fighter videos. We did a Know Your Toy video for TIE Fighters, and we talked a little bit more about that there. And then last but not least, we also have the Star Wars Unleashed Darth Vader right here. This is the Bespin dual Darth Vader. As you can see, it's got the pipes and stuff right there in the background from right where he asked Luke to join him. Together they can rule the galaxy. Should have joined. Would have been a lot cooler. He wouldn't have died. You know.
I really like Unleashed because they're a mix between an action figure and a statue.
Yeah.
So they have the design, what's the word? The details.
The details.
Of a statue. But they're made out of the same plastic like an action figure, so they're a little bit tougher. Don't really have to worry about them breaking as much as a regular statue.
So it's like it's kind of that perfect item for if you don't want to collect Kotobukiya and you don't want to collect action figures, because then you'd have to get all of them. It's that good little in between space.
It's a really nice desk piece. I like
that too. We've had people come in and buy them for like office desks at work and stuff because they want something cool to display. Okay, so here is...
That's exactly right, Chris. Centerpieces, all that they are, man. That's it right there. That's the original centerpiece.
So here we have it.
The only difference between Unleashed and Centerpiece is the centerpieces are made to go with the Black Series figures. So they have additional pegs and stuff like that.
Now check this out. This is a really cool piece. This is the Hot Toys Darth Vader. Comes with
yeah, we should have some music going right now.
Oh, look at that. He comes with a little desk nameplate. So when he goes and sits in his office at the Death Star, people know whose desk they're sitting at.
Do you really think that Vader just has a desk that he's sitting at?
Why else would he have a desk nameplate? This is a little desk plaque.
I think that's for showcases when you're displaying them.
Yeah, sure it is. It's for having a little desk at home on your showcase for him to sit at, like, yes, so what makes you think you're ready to be a stormtrooper? You know, that kind of thing. Does this bubble come out? Have we opened this before?
Yeah.
Because I don't want to open it on screen if we haven't. Ooh, careful. There we go. That's
Oh,
look at that. The cloth. Oh, that's really soft. The leather feels nice too. That is really cool. This guy's nice and detailed.
I have to ask this question. Is this little trap door here so that he can pee?
It's gotta be.
It's gotta be so he can go pee.
What else would? How else would he do it though?
I think the canon answer is that he actually has a waste disposal unit
inside of his suit, but where
suit.
Is it?
There's got to be like a little canister that he ejects at the end of the day or something.
I would hope
He's
so.
usually in space.
But why else is there a trap door there?
But how does he eat that?
I'm not trying to be rude.
Because whenever
Doesn't he get like some like injection or something with like nutrients, right?
I think
Yeah.
so, because like when he's sitting in his meditation chamber, that's when he has his helmet off, or when he's in a Bacta tank to kind of take the edge off of being in constant pain all the time from his suit and his burns. You know, I think, I think it's something like that. Some kind of energy supplement
Yeah,
that they just kind
I
of
thought I read like he couldn't like eat physical
stick him
food
with.
or something.
Yeah.
Like,
unless they just shove it through the vents.
He eats a lot of oat.
It's like
a lot of oatmeal.
It's like a
He eats
garbage.
oatmeal through a straw.
It's like a garbage disposal. It just like grinds up as soon as he starts shoving it in his face. Then he has an Imperial officer come in and brush it out.
He's got to have multiple helmets, right?
Surely he does. And then of course you've got alternate arms and hands, like that one right there. And these
He
hands.
keeps protein shakes at his desk.
See his desk where he has his plaque,
That's right.
where he interviews stormtroopers and stuff all day. You've got battery options for various electronics. I think some of them also have to do with this hand right here. I'm sure it turns on this lightsaber, which is pretty cool. You've got various little clamps and things for posability, I think. I'm speculating on that part, though. I don't really mess with Hot Toys or Sideshow. That's our buddy Tim.
Yeah, Tim's our premium 12-inch action figure
It's just set
aficionado.
right here, right?
No, it goes on the inside.
Oh, it goes on the inside of the bubble. Okay. Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
I love how I do these videos and my wife is watching. And she just said, Joshua
Landon. Do you ever say that to Heather when she gets in trouble? Heather Landon.
Yeah, I do. I say Heather Ruh.
Oh, Heather.
So it goes with Joshua.
What's with all the Nerf guns? Well, if you've been following us on Facebook and you caught our earlier video, you would know that tomorrow we're holding a huge Nerf charity fundraiser for the Boy Scouts of America here in Allen over at Station Park. It's going to be from 1 to 6. It's going to be pretty cool. We're providing all the Nerf guns, all the darts, and safety glasses for the kids. So it's going to be really cool. All right, well that pretty much has to do it with a bunch of our Vader merch. I know for a fact we have a lot more in great variety aside from this, but I figured a decent selection of some of the main stuff that people usually hunt for.
Well, it's Star Wars Day, you know?
We had to do something cool. Like
Vader's
Vader.
the basis of Star Wars.
If it wasn't for Vader, we wouldn't have it. Plus, these are some of the better figures. Some of the nicer collector pieces, some of the easier to get a hold of pieces also. We have, like I said, lots more. We still have our Vader helmet. If you didn't see that review, be sure to go through our Facebook page and watch that again.
He's up there on the top shelf.
And
if you can't make it out today, come out tomorrow on Revenge of the 5th.
Or on Sunday,
Man,
Return
he
of
held
the 6th.
that comment.
Is it Return of the 6th on Sunday? Do we have a name for Sunday? If we don't have a name for Sunday, I am coining it Return of the 6th on Sunday. Sunday is now Return of the 6th if it doesn't have a name already.
Yeah, I did that like 3 years ago, bro. Catch up.
I'm doing it now. No one heard it.
Oh, just because we didn't have live videos 3 years ago?
Yep, doesn't count. Counts
All right.
now. This is
So,
it. All right,
so the people that are still watching, what do we got coming up in like 2 minutes?
In 2 minutes, we're about to start our Star Wars Battlefront 2 tournament, the Battle Royale.
No, I'm talking about the video that we're about to do. The other video.
I don't have a clock in front of me. I thought that's what was next. The next video is going to be a really cool fan theory, what if video that we've been kind of picking our brains with here, and we thought we'd just share it with you guys of the Star Wars, Marvel, Disney community. Notice I threw Marvel in there. That's a hint.
Sabine Sunday. I'm down for that.
Nah, I don't like that.
I don't care.
It's got to be Return of the Jedi. It's got to be a film title. Well, May the 4th be with you is not a film title. Okay, Sabine Sunday's a good candidate. You know, we'll take polls. We'll take polls.
Can I use your restroom?
Yes,
Yeah,
ma'am.
go ahead.
Just knock on the door, make sure no one's in there.
Alright, of course.
And if you have any other questions, just let us know. Let me think.
Anyways, guys, we're about to do another video.
Oh yeah, the other video. That's where
So
I was.
we're gonna sign off of this one, then we're gonna start another one almost immediately. You guys have any questions, or you want to, if there's any specific Darth Vader stuff, you know what? I'm gonna walk over here real quick because we can't not show the first one. We usually don't cover a lot of vintage. Oh, that's why we didn't show the first one, because we're out of it. But we do have the Imperial shuttle, and that one is sealed. We have the action figure case, which legitimately we probably have 40 of. It seems like every collection I buy has those. There's some cool vintage Vader stuff right there. What else do we got? There's some costume prints. There's the original 12-inch, which boxes are pretty beat, but we got 3 of them. What else do we got? There's an early bird certificate. You guys know about early bird. That piece is pretty awesome. Death Star Space Station. Darth Vader Star Destroyer. There's a vintage Darth Vader speakerphone, which was like ridiculous back in the day. Nobody had speakerphone. And since we're over here, I'll touch on these real quick. There's a Kotobukiya, sorry for the glare, Kotobukiya Vader. There's a couple different Vaders.
Oh, and this one. Sorry.
What else we got? Some cool stuff. I'll walk back over here. We got Vader wallets, Vader ships, Vader everything. Anything else you gotta say, Bobby?
Be sure to tune in to our next video for our fan theory what if discussion. That's pretty much it for Vader today. So from all of us here at Order 66 Toys, thanks for tuning in. I'll see you later, and I'll see you another time. May the 4th be with all of you.